What's up? It's your boy Mean Green, aka Prince of the Ghetto. And yeah, I wasn't gonna talk about this, but I'm gonna say something about this, man. About my boy Boosie. Doing these Vlad interviews. And I'm from Mississippi, and Mississippi we love Boosie. I've been with Boosie since day one, since youngest of the camp. Every album from back in the day, we had it, we rolled to it, we bumped it. Boosie is the man. Boosie is still one of my favorite rappers. Boosie, he was a real street ninja. And right now, he a real ninja now, how he taking care of his children. Boosie buying land, Boosie doing the right thing. We need a figure like that in the ghetto to show these youngins that you can do this too. He bought land, bought houses on the land, and let his kids, family stay there. He got a river behind his house, so his family is fed forever, you can say. He doing it the right way. He buying land, he taking care of his family, and he came from the struggle. Black communities and young boys, we need that out here, But if you've been on the internet and been following Boosie, you know that he got a open gun case, that he got from the Fed, and he went over here to say he gonna plead guilty, But Boosie went on Vladtv interview, did an interview with Vlad, and there's 2 clips out right now. I just looked at them. The first thing Vlad asked this man was about his open case. Painting the picture for the feds. And Boosie answering them questions. Let me tell you what the feds them doing, Boosie, when you getting on there doing that interview. They just like this, with their popcorn. And I know, Boosie, I know you probably aware. You probably don't care because you pled guilty. So you willing to talk about it. But you painting a picture to the judge and the jury, saying everything how it was. So now they can look and be like, aha. And you know how human behavior is. Just because you painted that picture and they'll sentence you according to what you saying. As opposed to you just said I'm guilty, you didn't paint the picture, so they can be like, maybe he learned the lesson. We go easy on him or whatnot, It's just human behavior, man. They could be thinking like, yeah, we'll go ahead and give him probation, this and that. But since you paint this picture to them and they just looking at it, and just because they caught you saying it on Vlad and you wouldn't tell them this, they can punish you harsher. You see what I'm saying? That's just how human behavior be sometimes. I'm not saying this is the case. I'm just saying, if that was me, I wouldn't go on no interview talking about my case openly like that with nobody but my lawyer. And then I know Vlad on top of it, because he told Boosie in an interview, hey, I talked to your lawyer about it. And you see how he talked. So he already know everything. He asking Boosie questions just to, I don't know. We don't know. Could you trust Vlad? And I like watching some of Vlad interviews when he do other people. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't go on do an interview talking about my open case. I don't care if I'm finna plead guilty or not. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just speaking on me. Because you never know. The feds could probably tell Vlad, look, let him come on here. You ask him these questions because he ain't gonna answer us like this, but he'll answer you like this. And they can pay. You never know. I'm not saying this is the case, but who knows? For him, Vlad know this is an open case. And Vlad said it in the interview. He said, how they know that you was a junkie? And Vlad told, he said, I think they got that off of one of my old interviews. They watched one of the old interviews and heard you said this. So he let you know, he know the feds watching. But still, he want to ask you questions about your case. You think that's a true friend? I'm just saying. I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying it from a street point of view. I wouldn't do it, you know. But I'm sure Boosie know he on top of it. He know what he doing. But see, Boosie chasing that dollar. Boosie is a hustler. But it's one thing you need to know, Boosie. All money ain't good money. Sometimes you got to, you know, sometimes I know how people he live, he just getting money. And they don't tell her how much Vlad paid him. So that's why he like, yeah, I'm gonna go on here and get on there and say this. I'm guilty anyway. But I'm just saying, man, you got to look at it, man. All money ain't good money. And this man straight all over your case with this. I'm just saying, man. And I tell you, and if I was Boosie, I would have told Vlad I'll do the interview, but I don't want to talk about my open case. Vlad probably wouldn't want to do the interview then. He probably wouldn't have paid you as much as he paid you if you would have said that. I'm betting that way. He'll probably, he want to talk about this case you got. And there been a couple of more people that talked about their cases and doing time behind it. So I heard, allegedly. But I'm just saying, that's just me, man. Boosie can do what he want to do. You know, Vlad, that's a show, I get it. He want views, that's how they get money. But me, I wouldn't go on on Vlad talking nothing about my case. Straight up, man. So, hey, it is what it is, you know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Would y'all do that? Or you ain't care, you chase that bag? I mean, type in the comment, what would you do that? If you was big as Boosie and you got an open federal case, gun case, and you already saying you gonna plead guilty, but would you still go on the Vlad and talk about it and tell everything what happened? I wouldn't. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts, man. Type it in the comment. I'm just speaking on this, you know, because, hey, I saw that and I'm like, damn. I wouldn't do it. Straight up. Alright, it's your boy, Mean Joe Green. It's all love. And I'm up out.